All right, welcome back to the Run.down post-game show over here on the Strickland YouTube channel, Strickland Podcast Network. I'm your host, Samuel. I got with me here Tyrese, aka London's Theory. Knicks lose to no one's surprise, 110-98 to the Brooklyn Nets after blowing a 20-point whatever plus lead. Um, yeah, I just can't wait for the season to be over. I'm not even gonna give you a rundown of what happened tonight. Like, if you saw what happened, then God bless. If you didn't, God bless as well. Um, yeah, I am like totally beat. I've been I've been going to work for like 9 straight days, barely on any sleep. Recorded a podcast earlier today. I am running on empty, and this Knicks team is not offering me any other reason to keep going right now. Um, yeah, I mean,
This sounds like a cry for help, by the way. This is definitely a cry for help. I guess I could do the play-by-play just to like spare you a little bit because this shit was ugly to watch. Um, Alec Burks is running third quarter ISOs. We got fucking yeah, RJ Bat had a fucking stinker tonight. Like an absolute stinker. Fournier gave us nothing. Quickly had a really off night. But at least like he ran offense well. Like it would just
when he got to run it because had to run those Burks ISOs.
this was just like not a good night for anybody involved. They missed 15 free throws and they lost by 12. Like they missed 15 free throws. They shot under 40% from the field. This was just disgusting on like every level. And like the only positives to take out of this game are like Obi Toppin played a really solid game, I think, especially in the fourth quarter, and Jericho Sims had his first double-double. And like even late in the game, Jericho Sims was like non-existent because he couldn't rebound, he couldn't box out. And yeah, that's basically it. It was basically everybody on the team sucks for Obi Toppin and Jericho Sims and like Alec Burks in the first half. And that's it.
And I knew it spelled trouble once Alec Burks had it going in the first half because in the meantime, yeah, I cracked my joke on Twitter. I was like, Alec Burks is cooking Kyrie because Kyrie can't guard nobody, which is a fact. But like, man, I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, this spells trouble for the Knicks because Thibs sees that this is working. He's like, oh yes, whatever he has in his head, he's justified. So now he could do whatever he wants in the second half of Alec Burks. He rolls out second half. Alec Burks isos from the mid post. Alex Burks bringing up the ball instead of RJ bringing up the ball, which was working pretty well in the first half. It's just like he went away from everything that was like success in the first half, and he was just like, you know what, Burks is doing well, so you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want with Burks. And yeah, I mean, we came out, we scored 15 points in the third quarter, 16 points in the fourth quarter as a result of Alec Burks' ball, basically.
Yeah, like what I what the I can't think of words. It was like, and then he tried to go back to RJ running it, and then RJ just did not have it tonight. And that's like 2 out of the last 3 games where RJ looked really fucking bad. Like really fucking bad. I, you can't give RJ Barrett a max. I'm sorry. He has to earn that shit. I'm sorry. You cannot go 7-27, 7-12 from the free throw line, 23 points on 27 shots, and 12 free throw attempts. You can't. That cannot happen. Especially with the defense looking as like shaky as it has been the last couple of months. And I get it. He's taking more offensive load, but like, nah. You gotta earn that. You gotta earn it, bro. You have to earn that. I'm sorry. He's gonna be shooting like damn near sub 40% from the field. And like I get it, he's been on the better stretch recently, and I get he's been putting up the numbers. You can't do it. I don't think you can do it. And realistically, this team is still lacking talent. A lot of it. They have taken strides. I like the fact that Obi is taking strides. I like the fact that Quickly is taking strides. Jericho's taking strides. Obviously, Mitch, Grimes, all the other guys on the team, sure, of course. But like, if this team has an opportunity to trade for like a bona fide star, they should not scoff their nose at it. I don't think they should like be, oh, like fucking Dave Chappelle holding on to the fucking money meme with young players on this team because I like the young players on this team. I still think that if the opportunity arises for a star, you should trade him. Like we've heard about the Donovan Mitchell whispers, I'd probably do that. If SGA is available, you could talk me into it. I just think that at this point, you have a lot of pieces of the team. You have a lot of young guys on this team, and they're promising and they're talented, but like they're still kind of limited. And I get development, and I get all that stuff with like regards to like patience and playing the course or whatever. But at the same time, I still think that like if you could get a star, and you reevaluate your options after getting a star, because at the end of the day, getting stars is what the league is built on and will continue to be built on.
I'm not gonna go as far as what you said for RJ and the Max because it's like one game at the very end of the season.
But it's been two. It's been 2 games in the last 3 games, dude. Like that Cleveland game and this game now, it's like
it's also the end of the season, and
I get it, bro,
I'm not putting too much stock into these games really because it's like,
I mean,
what do they really mean right now? Like we see how the team is playing.
Yeah, but you can't be the press conference talking about we would have closed the season out strong in order to build confidence going to next season and then put up 2 stinkers in the last 3 games. It just kind of feels like you're being half-assed at that point. And if you're going to be a max player, then like the expectations have to be different.
I don't think it's really half-assed. And tonight it just looked like a matter of fact of just like missing shots. Like he had a whole bunch of open looks and like the free throws. He's been better as of late. I mean, I'm not really so concerned about the free throws. Like tonight was just a really bad night, and like it wasn't just him missing free throws. We've seen IQ miss a lot of free throws as of late. Jericho Sims was pathetic at the line. I mean, he's naturally pathetic at the line, so I'm not really gonna like put all the stock in the world in all these things combining into especially with a Thibs disaster class in that second half. I mean, just like all the parts that made a recipe came together at the right time to like make a shitty performance for the team tonight.
I agree. Also, enough with the fucking Tom Thibodeau defense force. Yeah, this shit has to end, dude.
Like, I just don't. I don't get how you can see these performances like consistently, not even just tonight, but like all season. Basically, all season he does the same thing. It's just a different cast of characters every night that he does it with. Tonight it was Alec Burks instead of Julius Randle in the mid-post ISO role. Like, do you not see the trend? Like, I just don't get it how people don't see that stuff. And like people are gonna be like, well, Burks had it going, so he wanted to ride the hot hand, like you guys say. But like that goes for like young guys who are like trying to build confidence. Not Alec Burks, who's 30 years old and been in the league for like 10 years. Like he doesn't need to build confidence. Like he's fine if you can tell him to take a back seat to IQ. IQ didn't come till like 8 minutes into the third quarter when we already lost all momentum. Like dude didn't even have it going. Like you didn't even give him a chance to get it going. Like I just don't get it. Like, oh my gosh.
I don't understand why people are like, oh, you gotta like take his toys away. And it's like, what coach do you have to cater and handhold to this extent to get them to be a good coach? If you have to literally reshape your entire roster and philosophy just to try to get an optimal performance out of your coach, fire your fucking coach. Like, oh, we have to take away Derrick Rose and Alec Burks, and we can't have Julius on the roster, and we have to like tell him ultimatums to like make sure he plays young players, and it just feels like, okay, even if he does all that, he's playing all the young players.
Like you're dealing with a hostage situation instead of a coach. Like
exactly, it feels like I'm like, why am I giving my coach ultimatums in order to be a good coach? Why do I have to tell my coach to play my better players? Why is my coach so stubborn to the fact that like literally he has people in defined roles from game 1 to game 82 and does not change those roles unless like a fucking global pandemic makes him change those roles or injury? That should not be happening. Like his rigidity, like dude, our bench tonight, he played Alec Burks, Evan Fournier, and RJ Barrett, and our bench tonight was Ryan Arcidiacono, Deuce McBride, Quickly, Farron Hunt, and Taj Gibson. Like, why? Like, for somebody who's like sacred, like, oh, the bench unit is sacred and runs 10-man rotations, why are we not just like putting Quickly in the starting lineup and having it so like our bench unit could be Deuce, Arcidiacono, Burks, Farron Hunt, Gibson? If you like doing like the bench unit so much, why not just do that? Why are you being so stubborn with like starting Burks? And I get it, he had a good shooting night tonight, but at the same time, it's like he couldn't hit shit in the second half. I just don't understand why he's being rigid in game 80. It's game 80. Why are you being so rigid? Why are you being so stubborn? Why can you not do the things you need to do of an NBA coach? And it's like mid-post ISOs with Alec Burks in the third quarter, man. We're up 20. Like he's playing prevent defense in the third quarter. Like, damn, we get the game. Energy, pace, like, pushing the ball. Obi's sealing off and like getting a bunch of easy shots, and then Tibbs goes, nah, we can't do that. No, the way we were winning beforehand, we can't do that. Now we got to slow it down. And then they're getting back to the game. He doesn't think, all right, speed it back up again to make sure we get some pace. Nope, he continues to slow it down because he thinks prevent defense and grind it out is going to work. And it doesn't work. And how many times do we have to blow 20-point leads? Because we lead the league at 20-point lead blown. So, I fucking hate this dude. Number 1 is Donald Trump. Number 2 is fucking like Tom Thibodeau. Fat white men who disappoint me.
Oh man, this team. I just really can't wait for the season to be over because it's just like
I'm for baseball. I'm ready for baseball.
Oh man, like, dude, like Sims has started more games than IQ. Like, just think about that.
I'm pretty sure Deuce has started the same amount of games as IQ.
Like, just take that for what you will at this point in the season. Let's get to some comments. Came for Thibs apologists to blame this solely on RJ. I mean, yeah, it was a combination of so many factors. Like, if people are just gonna blame it just on RJ, then they're being dense. And the Thibs apologists, they'll be out in full force saying that he had no choice. He was shorthanded tonight, and he was just playing the best guys that he had available and all that good stuff. Oh man, it's a shame Grimes was hurt and Mitch was hurt because like we could have tried so many other lineups out there. Like,
man, imagine Sims and Mitch against that fucking team. Oh my god, the pain would have been free. But Jericho played really fucking well today. Like, I don't think you could understand how well Jericho played for the first 3 quarters. Like, he put Andre Drummond in jail, and his energy was infectious. He couldn't hit free throws, but like he was doing everything else, and that's all you want to see. Like, Sims and Mitch as a combination on like as your big rotation feels really, really potent. I like it a lot.
Hawkeye 420 says somehow Burks was the best option in the second half. Yep, because he had it going in the first half, so gotta keep it rolling because that's the only option we got out there. Can't try IQ, can't get him rolling, can't continue rolling with Obi. Obi had some great moments.
Obi had it going. I just like not even run the offense to Obi, but like try to get Obi in actions to like get him to the basket and like get
him moving. Why are you posting him up?
Yeah, so Obi Toppin should never do a post up. I don't give a fuck if he's on Kyrie. I don't even give a fuck.
Unless it's like a really like distinct mismatch, like what she had against like Zach LaVine in that game. But like,
I need him on like Ish Smith. Like he's gonna be on Ish Smith, Isaiah Thomas.
Get him rolling, get him cutting, get him moving. That's his best quality.
Nah, but Tibbs is gonna put him in the corner or post him up against fucking like Bruce Brown.
Like, oh my gosh, like bro, like oh my gosh. So bad at optimizing players, like so bad.
Lennon, Stalin, Thibodeau.
They're running a disgusting offense though. That's on Tibbs. Yeah, of course. I mean,
it's all, like the offense, the way the offense is run is on Tibbs, but at the same time, like I blame most of it on Tibbs, but at the same time, like RJ Barrett shooting fucking golf ball tornadoes is not good.
Jason M says, I just don't get how anyone could defend Tibbs. He pulled Deuce after 1 minute in the second half. Yeah, I mean, like Deuce didn't get like Deuce barely got any run tonight. Like, I'm surprised he didn't just pull Archie Diacono off the bench and put him in because he loves Archie Diacono for some odd reason. Played him 22 minutes, but like Deuce barely gets like 10 minutes in a game.
Good vets. Like, play Theo Pinson, dude. Like, Theo Pinson wasn't fucking playing for this team. Like, what are we doing? Archie Diacono's supposed to be clapping to give it on Gatorade.
It's one thing to post up Burks on Kyrie a few times, but to go to it repeatedly is ridiculous. It's like they're waiting for you.
The problem is, like, it worked. it worked in the second quarter because like Burks did it like 3 straight times. I got like 3 straight buckets off of it, and then he's like, "Well, I guess Burks has to go tonight. Let me just do it all game." And it's like, all right, it's not working anymore. Try something. He's like, no, trust me. I saw it happen. With my own eyes. I saw this shit happen. Do it again.
Man, and the most frustrating thing this week is like seeing Woj on NBA Countdown talk about how like Dibs is basically safe and like they picked up his 5th option. I mean, I know that doesn't mean much because like James Dolan will still fire anyone that's under contract still. So, but like the fact that like Woj sounded so confident, like the front office really was confident in Dibs is very troubling to me. At the very least.
They've been putting out the fucking puff pieces too. Like you saw this piece from like Steve Bondi where he's like, "Oh yeah, Down Thibodeau's like great at development, and like the guys he didn't play are like fringe rotation players, and like the puff pieces are coming out. The Bermans and the Bondis of the world are talking about like, well, this is a good coach. Just the roster has been like mismanaged." And again, we talked about it earlier before. Where like part of this is just like they're trying to extend their own timeline because if you fire Tibbs now, then it's like this is your last coach. So like them firing Tibbs a little later could be like, all right, if the 3rd season sucks, we could like convince you the 4th season will be better. But at the same time, it's like oh my god, fucking hell, what is the appeal like aside from the job security portion of it? Like, what is the appeal of Tom Thibodeau right now that makes that front office think like, yeah, Tom Thibodeau's going to like lead us into the future? Like he needs an offensive coordinator and he needs to like have the roster tinker in order to get like optimal performance, not even like good coach performance. And it just feels like so many hoops to jump through just to get like a decent coach. I hate this fucking team. I hate this. I can't even get forward to the lottery because like we're not going to jump. We're going to drop. Like Mark Tatum's going to make it his life mission.
Mind you, a team like OKC, which is like blatantly tanking, is probably going to get like top 5, no doubt.
Man, OKC gave me the call and I told them no because I don't want to be embarrassed. But like, they out here starting Xavier Simpson, who's low key kind of hooping. I'm gonna let him have that. But like, the hook shot is dumb. The hook shot is dumb.
But like, who are the other people on this roster? Like,
bro, I'm gonna name off like
Lindy Waters. Lindy Waters is not a real person. That's a person.
Lindy Waters hit 2 threes and then he got benched for the rest of the game because they were like, "Nah, you're not fucking up this tank." Like this person
that plays well for them, like Theo Maledon is not playing for them anymore. Like Poku is not playing because he had like random games with like 8 or 10 assists. Like any player that shows a semblance of talent, you are going to the bench and you are not coming back.
I'm surprised Jalen Horde is playing because Jalen Horde had 24 and 20.
They have no one else. They literally have to waive him and sign someone else. That's how many people they've signed and are sitting. They literally have no choice at this point. Like, is Isaiah Roby playing? Because he had like a 25-point game the other night. Like, he's definitely not playing still.
No, he's playing. He only played like 20. Yeah, he's actually hooping too. That's the funny part. He's hit 4 threes. Yeah, I'd be shocked if he plays the second half.
They're gonna bench him the next couple games. Watch.
Yep. That's
nasty.
That's nasty.
You see, look at that. Maledon's not playing. Pokuševski's not playing. Wiggins is not playing, bro. Like all their talented players are all sitting. This team could make a play-in spot. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, look at the Lakers this year. Like, they could definitely make a play-in spot. But anyways, enough of OKC and how they get away with tanking every year just because they live in the middle of nowhere.
Shout out to the fucking Lakers, by the way. Let's go. Oh my dude. I take solace in the fact that like this team is absolute basura, and we're somehow still better than the Lakers.
Boggles my mind.
Cannot believe it. Free LeBron.
The corner 3 says, "Hey, shout out to Sam and the Strickland boys, but in my opinion, the Randall thing is still salvageable. Plus, his value is ass now. His value is like in the dirt. Like, I mean,
the Strickland boys. What the?
He bounced back after the first season. I mean, that was a very unique situation with him playing like a god in an empty gym, basically.
I still buy like again. We talked about it before. A lot of this falls on Tibbs, and I feel like with a better coach, I feel like you can still get an optimized Randall who is like I think
the effort and the attitude is just like it it looks too much of like what he already is. So it's like if someone my number one thing that I always believe when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Randall has showed us who he is multiple times.
I mean, but like again,
Believe him.
last year, like we were saying that 2 years ago, and like I get it, empty gym, yada yada, fake season, whatever. You have your opinions on it. I'm gonna disagree, but like he came out and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna put the work in," and then he came out, became an All NBA player. Now, do I think he's gonna be All NBA player to that degree? No, but like again, do I think he's capable of being like an All Star or like a fringe on the fringe All Star? Yeah, like he has the skill set, and even if it's flawed, it's a skill set that this team can definitely use. But he just cannot be the focal point of your offense. Can he be an offensive hub? Yeah. Can he be a point forward? No. Not unless he shoots like he's God again, in which case then yeah, point forward him. But like I think there's a world where both RJ and Randall can coexist. Both of them can be positive contributors, and both of them could like play alongside a number one option that you could trade for this summer, and you could have like a really good like the makers of like a really solid team, not a championship team, mind you, but like a playoff team, which is like good.
I will let you know that you are in the minority there.
I know I'm in the minority, but we stand with Julius.
Next comment. Jason M says the next season will be the same shit with Thibs. I mean, yeah.
We know.
Like I said, someone shows you who they are, believe them. Thibs has shown the world who he is like 10 times, and no one seems to ever believe him ever. Like the Timberwolves didn't believe him, we didn't believe him. And like in like 3 years or so, maybe some other team will fall for it and not believe him. But yeah.
Like how many times Tom Thibodeau gotta show his ass before you just realize it's his ass? It's not the fucking full moon, it's his ass. He is showing his ass. He is ass.
Let's see. It's ridiculous how the media are defending Thibs. That's the CAA connections. I mean, hey, you know how it is. They move like the mob.
Yeah, but the CAA connections giving us a good draft pick, so you know what, give and take. Walt Perrin is eating well. Why is RJ struggling so bad?
I'm just looking at the box score. It looks not great. I mean,
he can't. He was missing
the open shots. Yeah, he missed open shots. He missed free throws.
He missed layups.
There was some like layups that he should have got fouls on. Like
yeah,
there was
but at
one
the
where
same
he got
time,
blatantly shoved on. So I think that stuff kind of gets to his head a little bit when he gets to driving to the rim, where he tries to look to like I don't know if it's like prove something to the not I don't know to the refs or his defender, but like it's like it looks like it gets to him to a point where
it
like
does.
he's not getting fouls.
It does.
And like I think that's something he has to work on maybe, but yeah.
Also, like his straight line drives are bad. Like you'll see him like 2-3 times a game, like just take a straight line drive where he knows he has like no chance of getting fouled, and he has to like fade to the side in order to like get the shot up. And he gets just like that shit smacked, or like it's just a clank off the rim. And then the rare case he gets like an free throws off of it, he'll do it again, and just like that can't be your shot. Like you got whacked a couple of times, sure. You got 12 free throws today, bro. Like if you're complaining about getting more than 12 free throws, then it just feels like you're just being like, come on, dude. You got 12 free throws. And B gets like 10 free throws a game. Giannis gets 10 free throws a game. You've been averaging like 8 free throws. I get it. Sometimes it gets frustrating, but at the same time, like, you can't let that stuff get in your head.
I mean, man, I'm so tired. I can't even get my thoughts out coherently right now.
Just like Tom Thibodeau at the fucking press conference.
Ozzy Mozzie, you are in the minority here. I will tell you that. You're in the minority. Hawkeye 420 says RJ shot like shit today, but I blame the schemes more. They were literally running ISO bursts. I mean, yeah, we didn't really get him anything really to get him going to, which sucks.
Look, yeah, a good amount of his possessions were like in transition or just like off standstill, and like that's not his shit.
Yeah, like we saw in the first half, like when he was thriving the most was like when he was able to, like he did a really great job like playmaking today. I thought like he had 6 assists in the first half, which
and then
like,
1 assist, 1 rebound in the second half, and it's like, all right, what the fuck were we doing?
Like you clearly had something working for you, and that's the thing that pisses me off about Thibs the most, bro. Because like it's always a young player that has something going, he will go away from. But if it's an older guy like a vet, Like you saw Alec Burks today. Alec Burks had it going, so he stuck with that. But RJ had the playmaking thing going, but nope, can't stick with that. Nope, that doesn't work anymore. Nope.
Be like slapping that nigga thigh in the locker room, talking about do it again. Like,
Bro, like I don't get it. Like how can a coach be like so like brain dead? Like how can oh my god. Hurts my brain just
he be
like
betting parlays. You can't tell me Tom Thibodeau was not fucking betting. Tom
he had the
Thibodeau was a
unders.
gambler.
He had the unders. He had RJ unders today.
He is Ridley in this shit. He is Calvin Ridley. We need the fucking NBA to do an investigation because there's no way that man is coaching without a bias.
Jordan Bubb says IQ didn't score, but he needs to play in the third quarter. Yeah, he didn't come in until like 2 or 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Like you're not doing your players any favors. How you expect them to get into some type of rhythm if you're giving them like such sporadic minutes? Like how many minutes did IQ play tonight, man?
He played I'm check 26 minutes. Alec Burks played 37.
Jesus Christ, man.
RJ Barrett played 45 minutes. And Obi Toppin played 43.
You gotta stagger, bro.
By the way, Malcolm Bright only played 6 minutes today.
Bro.
What are we doing here, man?
Bro,
what are we doing
it is game 80. Why are we playing like playoff rotation like stat like
Bro, why is RJ Barrett playing damn near the entire game? What? Like
he was probably gassed too. That's why he's like smoking lamps towards the end of the game and stuff like that. Like,
I actually just realized how many fucking minutes he played. Holy shit! But like, I get it. Like Kevin Durant and Kyrie played the entire second half because like they fight for the playoffs.
Match their minutes, but like they're going for the play. They're about to play in the play-in, bro. Like,
bro, we are taking from ping pong. We are ping ponging. Why do you care? We are ping ponging.
Son.
He really wants the 12th pick apparently because that's where this is ending up, the 12th pick. That's the highest we could go is 12.
I just don't.
We can't get the play-in. We are mathematically eliminated. What is your plan? Why not just like, I don't know, play RJ Barrett 32 minutes and you produce 18 or like 16. 16. Play them together. Fuck it. You could produce fucking 22. Why not? You can play them together. Like, why is RJ Barrett doing suicides on the court in game 80? Why we got RJ Barrett doing the fucking 10 the 4 by 1,000?
Gassing him like, okay, I understood like you were trying to win this game, but like at a certain point you're like, all right, like the Nets got this, like they fighting for the play, and like, all right, game's over. Like, Deuce, let's see what you got tonight.
Bro, shit. Last game, fuck them. We're in a blowout, and we put the starters back in a blowout. We're up like 20, and he's like, nah, bro, can't have that.
Tibbs definitely had the over in that game.
He's like, nah,
he had the over.
Like, you keep IQing for the triple-double, but you just run with the bench. He's like, nah, bro, Mitchell Robinson need his minutes.
He was like, nah, Taj Gibson needs to steal some of these boards from IQ. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Alec Burks needs to fucking hoop. Like, this is what I get for not coming over the last 2 days. I've been busy, but like, fucking hell, man. This shit just pissed me off. This weekend pissed me off. And we won the Detroit game, and it still pissed me off. Yeah, 45 minutes is fucking insane.
Yeah, we got eliminated, dude. Like, did you not get the memo, man?
We fight for momentum. Momentum. We want the 12th pick in the draft.
This is gonna cost this team more and more until he's fired. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Div's
like, who is going to bet? Yeah.
Div's trying to pad his win-loss record as coach. He's padding them losses. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing for sure.
Yeah, he's padding his losses. He could be like a 500 coach after 2 seasons. He's trying to like avoid 500. He's like, I will not fall 10 games below. We better win. Oh my god. Yeah, he's 35 from 45. So we're 10. Yeah, he's a 500 coach right now. A 500 coach. And we are twerking.
Man.
I ain't got it in me to really like fight no more because I'm just like tired of this team. Opening day is tomorrow. I don't care.
Yeah, the opening day parlay is about to.
Yeah, I'm about to lose some money. I'm about to lose some money betting on fucking Tyler McGill. So That's fucking. Let's just sim to end of the season and
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, like me and Jeff, we talked about like how we come on here every post game basically and spew the same shit, and it's like people probably tired of hearing us say the same stuff, and it's literally the same stuff that loses us. Yeah, exactly. We tired of saying it, bro. I just recorded a 2-hour podcast before the game. You think I want to come on here for another hour to talk about the Knicks losing in the same way again?
bro. Like last year, I was excited to talk about this team. I'm like, you're getting me on every podcast, bro. Like I'm trying to do all this content. I'm pumped. Yeah, Nick's back, and now I'm just like, this is the same shit over and over again. Like the only complaint last year was, damn, Alfred
Alfred
Payton is
Payton
playing.
started.
And I was like, oh wow, Emmanuel quickly can't. There's like dropping triple doubles, and it's like one of the most efficient players in the league post All Star break, and he can like not get off the bench. He can't even play 30 minutes. Like Alec Burks is running mid post ISOs, and Obi Toppin was getting 12 minutes of charity to be Julius's water boy until he got injured, and now like Taj Gibson, like actually no, Taj Gibson has to play decent minutes today. So I'm gonna leave Taj alone, but like. It's the same shit over and over again, and when you're not winning, it doesn't hit the same.
Oh man, I mean, I do want to say, shout out to our scouting team, always as always.
Walt Barron needs to go into the office and request a raise immediately, and if they ask why, just like pull up tape and just be like, "I did this."
I mean, getting Jericho Sims a quality rotational big at pick 58. I
58.
mean, I forgot who pulled it up, but someone had pulled up like how often you get like
You
how
don't get
often.
rotation players at fucking 58.
Yeah, it was Benji. He basically pulled it up like the last like 20 years at pick 58 where people have gotten at pick 58. And like the only name that like looks like the only names that look somewhat like recognizable are Paul Reed, Abdel Nader, and Jordan McRae.
Yeah, like you don't get good players at 58. The fact that like Sims can realistically be like a backup big for like a minute is like actually like really promising. Like we had pick 58 4 years ago with the
And we got
again
Ogden
yeah, I'm not pronouncing that.
Yaramaz.
We
Sorry
got
if I
his,
butchered your name, pal, but
we
yeah, I
don't
don't
care.
know who you are.
like pick 58 doesn't really net you good players, and they've been doing well for themselves with the draft. Like they have three solid, I would say, rotation players out this draft, and they got them two of them with second round picks. So Walt Perrin is like the MVP of the all season, easily, and I trust him at any point in the draft. Like I don't care where we end up in this draft. Like that's where I'm at this point. I don't care where we end up. Like we will get somebody who's like I think will be decent. So
Yeah, Virgil X says just give some highlights. Obi looked good. Heard Sims was monstrous. Yeah, that's about it.
yeah,
That's
Sims
pretty much it. I don't
outplayed
know what
KD for
else to
three
really
quarters.
highlight tonight, man.
Just played
There's,
out.
not, there's nothing else to really highlight, man. It was that kind of night. It was that type of night. And then,
Clyde had a fire ass suit. That's
yeah.
it. That's where we're at this point. But like we're talking about Clyde suits and fucking
Kyrie,
do we get Kenny Albert or Mike Breen on the broadcast? Like that's where we're at.
Kyrie looked pathetic. That was also nice to see.
Hey man,
24 at 8 and 7.
Patty Mills lit us up. Like he was not been shooting fucking bricks the last month and a half.
He's been shooting like 18 and 18 splits for like the past 3 months straight, and he
I'm so
ended
disgusted.
up looking like an NBA player tonight at all nights, man.
I'm so.
That pissed me off.
He hit like 5 threes.
Yes, 5 threes, man. That pissed me off, man.
Dude, no, he hit 4 threes.
5.
Come on, no 4. I checked the fourth quarter.
No, oh, you had four in the fourth quarter, but you had 5 total. So annoying. I hate dudes like that. Like you've been stinking for a month, and now you decide to pull up and look nice.
And it's always against us. It is always like niggas will find the fucking fountain of health. Like you be at IR like all season. They'd be like, the Knicks playing? We play the Knicks? I'm gonna come back.
Steph Curry was like out with like a ankle injury. He came back tonight, and he didn't really look all that special. I mean, he had 15 points too and 3 threes, but like, Like you couldn't have just like sat, dude. Like we didn't
Like,
need both of y'all.
how many times you done seen? You be like, we gonna get a break today. Fantastic! I can't wait. Like niggas will clear COVID protocol to play the Knicks. They'll come out of injury. Like you could tear your ACL if you play the Knicks tomorrow, you'll be healed. You'll walk off the top like Will's fucking Reed. Y'all play like you were playing like a torn ACL like fucking Philip Rivers in that playoff series, like in that playoff game. Like y'all will find a way to play against the Knicks for whatever reason, and it makes no sense. What we do to y'all? MSG. We on the road. We on the road, nigga. What you playing against us? But yeah, man, it be pissing me off. Oh my god.
Jordan Bub says RJ Obi Burks play those many minutes while we are not seeing data and info from IQ or McBride or Hunt. I mean, yeah, Fern Hunt was available tonight. He suited up.
Wait, why is Ferret Hunt not playing?
Bro,
like, you might
this
as well.
is game 80. Play the G League, dude. Like, just don't make him be a cheerleader tonight.
He was high-fiving dudes. Like, you telling me he can't dribble the ball? Like, just let him play. Like, give him the deuce minutes. Just give him like 10 minutes, just to like spell somebody. Is it this hard to just let him spell somebody?
Oh my gosh, like that is so annoying, bro. That is so annoying because like you can't even see what you got in like a G League guy. Like, what if this guy is like he can be a nice two-way wing for you, like in like spot minutes and like whenever someone's injured. Like you don't know that because
Like,
the dude's in warm-ups all game just jumping up and down when dudes hit threes instead of being on the court and contributing and expelling RJ from 45 minutes after being eliminated from the play-in contention.
like, okay, we will give OKC shit on this pod, but like, at least they're playing the random dude off the street just to see what they have. Like, you're telling me we're out of the play-in, we have nothing to play for, and RJ Barrett literally has to be a fucking hands on knees like the fucking Popeyes person outside the restaurant after he plays because Tom Thibodeau decides I'm gonna play this nigga 45 minutes to teach him a lesson. You can't tell Tom Thibodeau's ancestors own slaves. The way he be running the black men into the ground, he definitely owned a couple slaves. He be cracking the whip in practice. You can't tell me he don't.
Man,
Tom Thibodeau is a fucking.
It's just.
This is a plantation. It's not the Knicks no more. It's a plantation. Madison Garden is a plantation the way he be running them boys.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just all around bad. Virgil X says Mitch always had problems with Drummond, so Knicks finally got the Drummond stopper with Sims. Seems so.
Whatever. Hey, we'll take those. Any day the Drummond doesn't hoop is a good day for America.
Yep.
Nasty ass nigga was fucking Jeanette McCurdy, sicko.
Hawkeye 420 says amputees sew their legs back on to play the Knicks.
Dead ass.
Oh man, it's really pathetic. But
it's disgusting. No, I'm dead serious though. Tom Thibodeau definitely owns some fucking slaves in the past life because there's no way he should be running them boys into the ground. This team is all black except for Ryan Arcidiacono. Come on now.
He was just signed to just get free Knicks gear and chill all year, basically.
He got $500K and he clapping on the bench. That's a good life.
Jordan Bub says Nazi I can't even speak anymore. My brain is fried.
I got it. Yeah, Nazi IQ RGOB and their flow and pace we usually see from them was because Tibbs were body rotations. Yeah, like after the third quarter, he was like, "We're up 21. Don't do anything
fun. Don't do anything fun, guys. Don't try anything new."
Like Obi thought was doing a dunk at the layup line. He's like, "No, not even that. Can't even do that. Nope."
It's like because like there was a
pick Kai. Come back and pick some Kai.
Yo, but nah, there was a play in the Orlando game that I loved so much. IQ had passed it to Obi. IQ had cut. Obi passed it right back to him. It was like a real quick touch pass. IQ found RJ right in the corner. Cash the three. That type of stuff we didn't see tonight, man. Like that type of stuff keeps the team like even like the Nets on their heels. Cause like these dudes were doubling Alec Burks. Like they didn't know what was hitting them tonight at a certain point. Like if you just hit them with constant motion and just like you can really like, oh man.
I just like the Nets were so confused. Like the Nets were literally struggling when the team played with Fifth, Nets were struggling. They couldn't get shots. Like Durant was flustered. Kyrie was flustered. Like everybody in that team was flustered. And then yeah, Tibbs made Last look like a good coach. That's disappointing. You make Steve Nash look like a good coach, and they ready to get rid of Steve Nash. Oh my god, what are we doing?
Yeah, he made Nash look like a good coach. Like, what are you doing?
He made Doc Rivers look like a good coach. He made Nash look like a good coach. Vogel look like a good coach. Like all the dudes trying to get fired at the end of the year, and you making them look like good coaches, and you not getting fired?
Something's wrong.
I need a class action lawsuit against the Knicks. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's giving a little WP in that office. I'm not sure. They do with this in the office. I don't know.
So what big name coach is gonna be on the market? Snyder, Vogel, any coach potentially available that you'd say drop dibs ASAP?
Johnny Bryant. Give me an assistant. I don't want no big name coach. I want no Snyder. I want no. If Vogel's the coach of this team, it's just like running back. It's like the fucking. It's the Spider-Man meme. Like, come on. Frank Vogel should not be coaching anywhere except for high school gyms. Quinn Snyder needs to coach the Mormons, so he belongs in Utah. But he probably will be coaching the Lakers, and which could be wild. I can't wait to watch that shit. Like, he went from a coach with no adjustments to a coach with no adjustments. It's just a different coat of white paint. But yeah, just give me Johnny Bryant. Give me an assistant. Give me. Can we take Holloway from the fucking Seton Hall? Can we do that? I'll take that. Why not?
Right? Can we get Holloway? I know you said you want to be a Knick your whole life. Like, this is the perfect opportunity, man. Be a Knick coach.
For real. Like, Johnny Bryant, Shaheem Holloway, my coach.
Black excellence.
Coach. For real.
Black excellence. There's no way we lose there. Magnificent 718 says
Nash is Fizdale with a Hall of Fame NBA playing correct. Nah, because Fizdale was fucking up the fucking Lakers. I don't think people realize how bad Fizdale was, bro. Like, Fizdale had LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I was out here fucking running garbage with Wendy Gabriel on the perimeter. Like, yeah, Fizdale's a different level of terrorism.
Well, he's the favorite. He is the betting favorite to land the job for the Lakers.
No fucking way. No.
Yeah, he is. He's like at plus 450 at the highest odds right now.
I have to check this out. No way.
Yeah, he has the highest odds of getting the job. They said on when I saw the betting odds. Yeah, he's
no. Oh shit!
I need that.
Oh,
I need that.
I need it like I need air. We fire Tom Thibodeau and Fizdale, the coach of the Lakers. I'm doing backflips and cartwheels. I don't care what happens next season. Because that's what I won life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this league.
I don't know what's up with this league, like recycling coaches. Like, you don't see, like, all right, you see this doesn't work for this team, so you're like, it must work for us, and like it's a constant cycle of that. Like, I just don't get it.
Like sometimes it works, but when it doesn't work, it just feels stupid. By the way, let's get this out the way. If I hear another motherfucker talk about Mark Jackson for New York Knicks coach, I'm smacking the fire out of you.
I haven't seen that yet, thankfully. So I'm hoping that
you know it's coming too. They fired Tibbs. You know they're gonna be like, why haven't we given former Knick PG great Mark Jackson a chance? If I see that shit, I'm telling you now, I will find you and I will smack fire out your mouth. Because there's no way you talk about Mark Jackson being a coach in 2022. Oh my god. I had to get that off my chest. If I see any more Mark Jackson shit, I don't want to see no Kenny Atkinson. I don't want to see no Mark Jackson. Keep that shit in your drafts.
I haven't seen any of that lately, thank God.
Nah.
Or else I would spaz on the timeline.
The Kenny Atkinson been popping up a little bit, and y'all are sick. Stop letting white men trick you. Letting these conquistador coaches tell you what to do. Stop it.
Fizdale getting the Lakers job would be a massive self-own. I mean, I'd just love to see it just for the fact that that if Lakers fans thought they had it bad this year, just wait till next year.
Damn, like literally everybody, like Memphis and like Knicks fans will be like in unison going, no! And then we start laughing. That man really got the team to the playoffs. That was insane. Oh my god. Brian could be like Nurse.
I mean,
I don't know.
Nurse is a psychopath. Like,
Bro, Nurse was like coaching in like British basketball, and then went to the G League, and then came to the NBA as an assistant, and then took that dude's job, and then like his first year got Kawhi won a championship. Nurse is also like legitimately psycho.
yeah, he like will like he doesn't care who is playing for y'all. Like y'all gotta have G League guys out there. He's like trapping and doing like boxing ones and stuff.
Like you thought Tibbs was psycho, Nick Nurse is like next level psycho.
Yeah.
And he's better, and he's like also like psycho with the adjustments and like runs modern offense, and it's just like
Yeah.
Like I wish Tom Thibodeau was like fucking Nick Nurse, because then I would like that psycho. But like Tom Thibodeau was just like crazy old man psycho. Nick Nurse is like
dumb old man psycho. He's like dementia psycho, which is like not good at all.
Yeah, like Nick Nurse is like, yeah, Nick Nurse is like legitimately psycho, but psycho in the way of like I think about like fucking like anime character psycho, glasses and everything.
Thibs is like old man getting lost in the forest psycho.
Yeah, this is like Vietnam veteran hat wearing psycho. Yeah. Or like he's just like wild racist and saying shit about like the fucking 70s that you don't know nothing about. He's like, oh, Lyndon B. Johnson's still the president. Kind of psycho.
Mo says Fizz bringing the axe back to training camp. Yo,
the axe is hilarious. The axe is hilarious.
If you were to tell someone the stories of what Fizdale used to do, they would think that you're making it up.
It feels like what a 2K coach would do.
Like you would think we're making it up. Like if someone were to ask us like what Fizdale used to do and say and stuff like that. Like if there was no picture evidence of him riding together on the dry erase board,
do you think we're trolling?
People would think that like we made that up as like a sick joke or something. But like thank goodness there's a picture of it saying together on there, because like
that photo of like Fizdale smiling down 40 is not Photoshop. That shit was real. I saw that shit happen, and that
like,
shit.
Everything that you hear about Fizdale, like it sounds like a myth until you see the picture of it, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, wait, that nigga started Alonzo Trier at point guard. Yeah, he did.
First game of the season, bro.
First game of the season. He started Alonzo Trier at point guard, and then he went. Nah, I'll put Elfrid Payton back in, and he played Elfrid Payton. Damn, Tom Thibodeau play Elfrid Payton. He really is fucking Fizdale. You're right. I admit it now. You're right. He really is fucking Fizdale. You won. Y'all won.
He's white fat Fizdale. Shout out Steve Novak on MSGPM. Still, you know. Oh, he has like a lot of Knicks stuff in his crib. He has like a picture of him and Jeremy Lin.
Man, we could use Steve Novak. Fuck it. Put Steve Novak in the corner. He can still give you fucking 10. Started not to that shit. Oh shit! I remember he was talking about fucking like a big ass lineup with like Kevin Knox, Mitch, and like KP when KP was still like on the team, and he was talking about we can run a lineup with those three, like a really big lineup. Yeah, that nigga was a terrorist. That nigga was special. He was different, and not in the good way.
Virgil X says, "How frustrated do you think the younger players are on the Knicks? They supposedly are bought in, but there got to be some serious.
They throw in subs. They throw in subs like every post game. Yeah, always like, yeah, I need more minutes to like figure out shit. Always throwing subs. RJ throwing subs. Like they know.
Yeah,
even Julius was throwing subs. Like Julius was like, I remember they asked Julius question. He was like, "Oh yeah, we like you've been playing more pace in the half court. You've been performing well." And Tibbs was like. And like Julius was like, I suppose so. I don't think they like Tibbs. I really think that Tibbs lost the locker room. I really do think he's lost the locker room the way because the young players can't like get promoted. The vets are frustrated because they're being misused, and it just feels like everybody's frustrated, and he's not changing. Especially with the Kemba shit and everything, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like losing the locker room like fairly slowly.
Probably already lost it. Like all this other stuff that's coming out is just like fluff to make it look good. I'm just waiting for the athletic piece, man. Fred Katz, man. I know you're probably not watching, but like, man, I hope you got some heat, man. I hope you got some heat.
I need a bat signal. We need the Fred Cast bat signal. Like a picture of like a pen and some paper, and just like we need that shit. What season ends on the 10th, April 11th, 12:01 p.m. I need into the Knicks 2021-2022 season. The real story. Tom Thibodeau, secret racist, fucking
Yo,
Worldwide West, shirtless during practices. Julius Randle.
yo, you couldn't even finish it. Fighting video managers during the film session.
Obi Toppin giving out cupcakes to babies. Tom Thibodeau pissed.
Yo,
RJ Barrett, Canadian maple syrup enthusiast. Like,
I'd assume they are frustrated, but West keeps them in check. They know Thibs will be gone eventually. Well, it doesn't sound like Thibs is gonna be gone. I mean, the front office does a great job of not letting us know that Thibs will be gone. So
yeah, like they have literally okay. If Woj is saying Tibbs is gonna be back, Tibbs is gonna be back. Like when it comes to Woj, like he's batting like 999.
unless like the front office is just like feeding him fake info, which I pray to God they are.
And they probably won't do that because like if Woj is getting fake info, then like Woj tweets really shady shit about you and it gets annoying.
Man.
Run it like gutterless, run it gutterless roster. That was some petty shit from the bottom of his soul. He was mad. He's like, I ain't get this shit first. You give it Shams information? Y'all is fake.
Virgil X also says if there are locker room issues, front office got to have more urgency. No, I mean, I don't know, man.
Front office going to protect their ass because they're not getting fired before Tibbs.
Yeah. So
front office is safe. Tibbs is on the hot seat and they can fire Tibbs.
Yeah, the front office has the drafting on their side at the very least.
Basically, they could be like, we gave you all these guys, and all these guys could probably let us to start, and they could definitely sell Dolan on that.
Yep. So we're running on like 52 minutes here. I'm not gonna hold you guys any much long. I'm not gonna hold you guys hostage any much longer.
Because Tom Thibodeau's holding us hostage.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in, commenting. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for everything Strickland related. All different ways to support us through merch, Patreon. Just looking through the site, all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. I'm about to head to bed because I got work in the morning, and I'm not letting the Knicks hold me up any longer than
free yourselves from the Knicks. we figured ourselves. It's open today, baby. We don't give a fuck about this team. Go Mets.
2 more games, y'all. 2 more games. We could do this, y'all.
And then I'm not talking about this team till October. I'll take it a break. It's not you. It's me, but it is you.
Hawkeye 420 says
strictly mock draft number 1 is already out. Mock draft number 2 will probably be out later this month, if not next month.
And on that note, we're out.